Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Casino Insiders, and I'm your host, Deacon Kane. Well, today's going to be kind of an interesting day, and the reason why I say that is I'm going to talk about a little bit of theory that I have and heard and kind of want to go from there. Second of all, I want to tell you a little story in regards to just doing this number 43 podcast. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of get started there. You ready? Here we go. You ready, kids? Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right. So I have done this podcast episode upwards of 9 times. Now, yeah, I know, 9 times, right? Kind of silly. I've started it. I've been in the middle of it. I have tried to get things going with it. And what has happened each and every time? Something different. Either my mic's gone out, or the recording has stopped, or just the computer died. Like I said, it's not my computer, it's somebody else's I'm using till I can afford a new one. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, right? Right. So the funny thing is this is number 10 that I'm doing it. On the other hand, or not on the other hand, but something else that happened was the stories that I wanted to talk about, one of them has completely disappeared and I cannot find it on the computer that I'm using at all. And I had it saved and everything, so that's kind of ironic. Another one is like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about a theory that I have, and I'm going to go try it out. So here we go. Okay, time 10, here we go. I have heard of this theory, and what the theory is that you play between 2 and 4 a.m. at the casino, and I'm talking slots, okay? So while playing between 2 and 4, allegedly, the slots that haven't paid their alleged percentage have to pay. So they have a certain percentage that they have to hit, and by law, it's like 85%. If they don't hit it, then the Gaming Authority or Nevada Gaming Commission or California Gaming Commission or Florida Gaming Commission, Atlanta Gaming Commission, something like that. I don't know what they're all called around the country. They're all different, just so you guys know. We'll come out, take a look at the game itself, see if there's any problems, and they'll go through it just to make sure, number one. Number two, if that casino is in any type of violation, what will happen is that casino could be fined. If they get caught doing it enough times, allegedly they can be closed down. Not sure. Kind of interesting to check out, though, if you want to look it up. Okay, so here we go. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of scout out games. And I know 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning, a lot of people aren't up. I am most of the time, so that's the funny part. So if that is something that you're interested in trying out, please send me an email. Let me know what you guys did or how you guys did or what your thoughts are. I'm going to go test this out tonight. I'm probably going to leave in about an hour or so because it's midnight where I am. And then if I leave in about an hour, I'll be able to scout out games and see how busy it is there, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the theory. Between 2 and 4 a.m. games are supposed to play out. Okay, so we'll see. We'll check it out, and I'll let you guys know on the next episode what happened. I'll also play some card games as well, and we'll go from there. So I would love to bring this up right now. Folks, if you do have a gambling problem, please go and get help. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. They'll be more than glad to listen to you, talk to you, and do whatever it needs to help you out at that moment of distress. Again, that's 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, guys, thank you. If you haven't had the opportunity, the website is updated. I do have the YouTube episodes up there, so go check us out on YouTube. I make some fun little videos, kind of goofy looking things, and go from there. You can go to www.thecasinoinsiders.com. You can check out our website. Please go to Deuces the Shop. Get the Casino Insider swag. drinking on Fremont Street game. Whew, that's going to get you dangerous, by the way. Not get you dangerous, but that is going to be dangerous because I tried it a couple of times already. And whew, boy, has it been fun. I've also drunk around the world down in Disney World, and that was a lot of fun too. Anyway, I would also like to bring up right now in regards to, as you all know, we've written 2 books, or I've written 2 books, excuse me. And it's in regards to mastering blackjack and mastering roulette. The next one's going to be mastering baccarat. As you all know, I lost everything when my computer crashed. Oh well, no big deal. And I have out there on Spotify, you can support us for certain denominations. I'll put a link in the description. So if you're interested in supporting us for, 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99 a month, hey, I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll talk about what we can get you further down the line. All right, everybody? All right. So now, all right, folks, I want to pull this up because I got a couple of emails. They didn't want to be known, so they're unknown or anonymous or whatever you want to call it. And since they liked my ghost stories from last week, they asked me to pull up a couple this week. So I went and kind of looked around and checked some stuff out. And ironically, because I was talking about it with some friends and family, my phone picked up on it. And I'm going to give heavenofhorror.com kind of a little shout out. So we're going to just kind of look and see what they got. I've read through these. I'm going to read them to you, add some in there, go from there. One of them I've heard of, but not the way that they say it. Well, let me rephrase that. I've heard it the way that they say it, but also adding on to it. All right, folks, so here we go. We had some fun little technical difficulties. Again, just not sure what's going on, but some interesting things are going on afoot with these computers in this story. And I think it's in regards to this section of the story. So here we go. So it has to do with gambling with ghosts, okay? On their list is 1 through 5. And to me, number 5 should be number 1. And I'll tell you why when we get there, all right? So number 1 number 5 on the list is Bally's Casino in Las Vegas. People often say that tragedies leave haunted souls behind, and this casino is proof. Back in 1980, the MGM Grand Hotel stood on the site where Bally's Casino now operates. And one day, an electrical fault caused a fire. The fire was so massive and spread so fast that firefighters barely had a chance to put it out. Yes, they had the hardest time because ladders didn't go up that high. But here we go. Many guests had to jump out of their rooms to avoid the flames, resulting in 80 deaths. Yes, 80 deaths. Decades later, guests and casino staff report seeing ghost figures in the stairwells. So, have you seen a ghost while you've been at the MGM Grand? At Bally's Casino? They've also had reports of stairs moving, people in the stairwells. Kind of chilling, huh? Kind of freaky. Yeah, I would think so. These poor people died in those crazy fires. Ooh. This also changed a lot of rules for hotels and casinos amongst the fire rules and the fire regulations in regards to these places. So, kind of interesting, huh? Number 4. The Flamingo, Las Vegas. Friendly ghosts are fun to have around, and casino staff in Flamingo can attest to this. This casino is a brainchild of Bugsy Siegel, an innovative man who saw the future of Vegas before it became a hub. Unfortunately, he did not see the casino to fruition, as he got murdered before it became a hit. No pun there. He got hit. Let's just go from there, right, folks? Yeah, I know I'm going to hell for that one, but it's all right. But decades later, he still visits the casino. Many have reported seeing him in the hotel. He could tweak the odds in your favor if you play your cards right. Kind of interesting, huh? Good old Bugsy Siegel making an impression even in 2024. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. This one kind of threw me for a loop. I was going one way and it took me the other way. So here we go. The Bullet Casino in South Dakota. Playing casino games is a thrill. But do you know what beats the adrenaline from playing? Relaxing in a haunted hotel. One minute you're asleep. The next, you can hear someone using your shower. These incidents are so common that calling reception will likely not have the effect you expect. But what gives? There's no clear explanation. As with most haunted places, however, the casino is named after a sheriff who died in 1919. And as rumor goes, many other people have frequented the casino before their deaths. Perhaps they choose it as a final resting place. Now, honestly, in South Dakota, I figured that it would be more of tribal Indians, or obviously tribal, but more Indian hauntings or something to that effect. And the only reason why I say that is due to the fact that it is in South Dakota. All right. So now we go to Bucharest, Hungary, or is it Romania? I always blow that up over there. My geography is not that great, obviously. And this is number 2, the Palace Casino. We all deal with losses differently. Some people chase them, others walk away, and others lose it. This casino hosts the souls of people who choose the latter option. Once the odds failed to favor them, they ended their lives forever, trapping their souls in the casinos. Thus, paranormal activity in the casino, including ghostly figures and moving chairs, is common. However, this does not deter guests who keep playing, as they hope the ghosts will help them inch closer to a win. So, gambling with a ghost, you never know. Kind of like last week's story. So before we get to number 1, I got my buddy's story. And let me tell you, it was a little freaky. So I think I'm going to save that for next week, since we're getting pretty close to our timetable right now. Or maybe I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. I don't know, but it was pretty interesting to me. So here we go. The Luxor in Las Vegas, Nevada. What do you expect? A casino whose construction resulted in 7 deaths, folks. Yes, 7. Ironic 7, right? That alone was proof that this would not be like most other casinos. And true to the predictions, several people have died since the casino started operating. Some jump off their balconies, while one died from a car bomb. Yeah, a car bomb. Kind of ironic. But despite these incidences and ghostly worker figures roaming the halls, guests have a great stay. Actually, no, they don't have a great stay. There are quite a few haunted rooms, and some people say that one of the floors is actually completely and totally haunted. Every room on that floor. Now, as far as that goes, I'm not too sure, but there is definitely for sure one room that they don't let people stay in unless they ask for it. Okay? Now, secondary to this, remember I kind of touched base in regards to this. The funny thing is this. There is a story out there that states that the gods were mad that the Luxor was built. Now, it wouldn't surprise me, just due to all the bad luck that they have had in that hotel and all the freaky things that have happened. Now, if you ask me and you piss the gods off and 7 people get killed building that property, I think I would stop. But allegedly, that's what's going on over there. That's number 2 of it. So I like that. No, let me rephrase that. Strike that. No, just kidding. I don't like that it was the gods. You piss the gods off. You do not do that ever in any way humanly possible. Okay? And for them to acknowledge that, not really acknowledge, but to give warnings, and warnings weren't heard or warnings weren't taken, that kind of freaks me out, a little bit. And I've walked through the Luxor, and man, every time I've walked through it, I've kind of gotten weird feelings, weird vibes. Also, we saw Chris Angel there years ago. And he was doing one of his shows, and secondary to that, doing a few other things. And don't get me wrong, it was pretty awesome, pretty phenomenal watching his show. But his magic trick, there was something about his magic trick that he did for his TV show, not his Vegas stay performance or residency performance, but his actual show that was on A&E or Discover or something like that. And it was a guy getting run over by a steamroller, or him getting run over by a steamroller. And there was some stuff that you saw that you were kind of like, well, what was that and why was that? And, obviously he Hollywoods it up, but there was just the feel and the timing and waiting the 4 hours. Maybe it's just waiting the 4 hours and not having anything to drink and trying to see all of it and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm talking out of my derriere. You'll never know. Anyway, I would definitely like for everybody to know that we're coming into May, okay? And this episode will come out in May. Remember this, folks. May's coming up. You got Memorial Day weekend. Or Memorial Day weekend to go out and have fun. Be safe, okay? If you're listening to this, yeah, and I'm way early. I'm going to be like 4 weeks early. But be safe. Go have fun. Hit your favorite gambling spots. Let me know how you did or what games you played. Myself, last week, I played a little blackjack, played a little Pai Gow, did some slots, and when I played slots, I got spanked. And when I mean I got spanked, I got spanked. I didn't get one single bonus. Now that's pretty funny, huh? And then I went and played a little Pai Gow, and Pai Gow just straight up destroyed me. I mean, to the point to where it sat there and took some, toothpicks and put them under my fingernails. That's how bad it was. I've never seen a dealer get so many triple pairs or full houses or anything. It was amazing. And I counted them. I got 5 ace high Pai Gows. It's like, really? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? So, you know what? Those weren't in the cards. But I made a comeback in blackjack. I went down to my last $25 and I ended up with a $500 plus. So to me, that's a pretty darn good night. Some folks aren't happy with just $500, but on the type of night that I had, I was extremely happy. So that's kind of my gambling woes right there, my ups and downs. So I will be testing this theory out. And yeah, I'm kind of gabbing away here, but I will be testing this theory out of between 2 and 4 a.m. playing slots. I want to see what happens. I'm really interested in it. Let me know if you guys have heard any other theories out there. Again, by the way, my email is 2casinoinsiders@gmail.com. Okay? You can email me there, ask me questions, send me info, so on and so forth. If you're going to spam me, please don't bother. All right? Because I will spam back. And I will spam a lot back. Just kidding. Anyway, you can go to Spotify, listen to us. You can go to Apple and listen to us. Stitcher is no longer, but it is Pandora now. You can also go to Google is no more. You can catch us on YouTube. Let me rephrase that. Google Podcasts has no longer. And they moved it all to YouTube for YouTube Podcasts. So YouTube Podcasts is just starting up. I think they started up last month. I'm part of that, and that's why I have those episodes up there at www.thecasinoinsiders.com. And hey guys, if you guys have any questions, and I know I'm being redundant, all right guys, I think it's definitely time to wrap it up because I'm starting to get tired and I gotta leave here in about 20 minutes. So, from me to you, deuces.